Hi guys, Totallydubbed here, and today I'm doing a video roundup of the best cheap headphones and earphones you can currently buy. Now, I've reviewed in excess of 300 audio related devices on YouTube alone and heard in excess of 500 different devices. As such, these headphones and earphones will be very much budget. Now, I live in the UK, so therefore pricing will be in pounds, so up to £50 maximum. If you live elsewhere, indeed, these headphones and earphones should hopefully be found in your territories. If not, let me know and I'll be sure to give you some alternative suggestions in the comments below. In the descriptions below, you'll see all the different earphones and headphones. Furthermore, the locally link will take you to your localized Amazon store where you should hopefully be able to find them. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, it's the Groov-e Kidz. Now, as the name might suggest, these headphones are very much made for children above 3 years old. Now, the reason you might want to consider these is that if you're a parent or you want headphones that are not exactly the best sound quality on the market, but they're very inexpensive at around £9. And furthermore, they come in all variety of different colourful colours which children might appreciate. And in terms of the overall design, they're pretty much built to last. In other words, they can be chucked around and whatever have you by children. Of course, your mileage may vary. You might not want to be constantly tugging by the cord in order to completely rip out their internals. But nevertheless, all I'm trying to say over here is these headphones are really made for children. And if you've got children and you want to buy them headphones, then these are the headphones that you might want to consider, specifically also because of their price. Next up is a Sony ZX310AP. Now, these on-ear headphones have been around for a long time. At around £15, they're super affordable. Their design might feel pretty cheap, but truthfully, the headphones are pretty good sounding for their price. I don't think you're going to find better on-ear headphones or portable headphones. They're very small, easy to carry around, and very lightweight. In terms of sound quality, they're far superior than the Groov-e Kidz, but of course, as for their price, they're not exactly going to succeed their expectations, so just bear that in mind. Now, if you want something that's going to isolate better, you might want to consider the Groov-e Ultra. Now, these Bluetooth over-the-ear headphones do isolate a lot better than the Sony headphones. Sure, they might not look as good, and truthfully, in terms of sound, they might sound pretty congested. However, the overall package that you're getting over the ear Bluetooth headphones means that these headphones at around £30 are a pretty good pick for most people who want an affordable Bluetooth headphone. Next up, we go into kind of audiophile land. By that I mean it's a Superlux HD668B. Now, these semi-open back headphones are probably made for those who really want to either tweak around with headphones, in other words, rip them up and potentially put some padding in order to take out their high-end frequencies because they can be quite harsh, or for those people who don't mind the little bit of inaccuracies in terms of sound but want something cheap and actually pretty good value for money considering what they are. Now, these headphones should be considered if you're somewhat of a musician or you just want open back headphones and don't want to spend a lot of money. At around £32, these are a great pick. Now, moving from there, we've got the closed back Sennheiser HD206. Now, these headphones similarly have been around for absolutely ages, and most people who've been around budget sort of headphones would have probably come across these headphones. Now, these headphones are super comfortable, a lot better in terms of design over the Superlux, and furthermore, in terms of their overall sound quality, they're pretty good. They sound pretty well rounded, although do sound a little bit more recessed and pushed back in comparison to the Superlux that I just mentioned. So you might want to consider these if you want headphones which are comfortable and also kind of somewhat tailored to more audiophiles or those people who are musicians. Now, next up, we move into in-ears. Now, first off, we start off with the Sennheiser CX 3.0. Now, these headphones, again, have had loads of iterations over the years, but again, have been absolutely, for almost like a decade, if not 2 decades, these earphones have been around. And it's no surprise that they're still popular because their design is really small and really snug. Now, these headphones don't have the best sound quality. They sound pretty recessed, really pushed back, quite muddy sounding. But for around £25, these earphones will be good for those people who want to put their earphones within a helmet, for example, or they are wanting to sleep on them, for example. These earphones are those type of ones that I would recommend to those type of individuals. Moving on from there, we've got the Anker SoundBuds Slim. Now, these Bluetooth earphones have IPX7 certification. That's right, they can pretty much be submerged in water. Furthermore, they've got 10 hours of playback time. Overall, their sound quality is actually sensational value for money. Here, over the Sennheisers, which are only a little bit cheaper, these earphones really do a fantastic fantastic job throughout the whole frequency range. Yes, they do sound recessed, yes, they're not quite perfect, but for what you're getting, for Bluetooth earphones, 10 hours battery life, a pretty good design, and the fact that they are wireless in the sense that you don't have to have them to your phone, you might want to consider these earphones, because truly I was incredibly impressed when I actually reviewed them. Now next up, these two wired earphones are very similar. It's more to do with the sound signature that you prefer. First off, this is a SoundMagic E11. Now these earphones do take on from their predecessors, the E10s, and pretty much improve in every single aspect, from the wire to the design and to the overall tonality of these earphones. They're very well-rounded, more mid-centric and less bass boomy than their predecessors. So if you ever came across cheap earphones, you probably came across the SoundMagic E10, and therefore the E11 are a good natural progression for those people. If however you prefer more meatier sound and want a bit more richness in terms of the overall sound quality, you might want to consider the Jaw Alpha Genus V2. Now these come in at pretty much the same price as the SoundMagic E11, at around 35 odd pounds. These earphones have also tuning filters, which means that you can replace the tuning filter and therefore customize the sound to your liking. And to me, that's pretty unique, and specifically at this price range, it's really fantastic to see. So you might want to choose these ones over the SoundMagic E11 if you prefer more of a fun sound signature, or your music is more tailored to kind of bass sound frequencies. Now moving on from here, we've got the Creative Outlier 1 V2. Now I was super impressed with the Outlier V1 and even more impressed with the Outlier V2. Now these are Bluetooth earphones that have IPX5 certifications, about 9.5 hours of battery life, and truthfully their sound quality is sensational for, again, what you're getting. Now in comparison to the Anker earphones that I mentioned before, these have far better sound in terms of their overall sound frequency. In terms of design wise, they're really well suited for either runners or people who are going to be, using them out and about while walking. And these just earphones sound fantastic, again, for £35 when you compare them even to their wired alternatives, in other words, the SoundMagic or the Jaw that I just mentioned. So you would want to consider these if you prefer to have a Bluetooth earphone but still want fantastic sound over the SoundMagic and Jaw earphone. And finally, we end on the Edifier TWS1, true wireless earbuds. Now these true wireless earphones are really cheap, at around £45. Now, of course, you won't get as good sound quality as some of the earphones that I've already mentioned. I would say around the SoundMagic E11 is what you should be expecting in terms of sound quality, and below that, these where the edifiers will come in. However, you have to remember these earphones do not have a wire, be it from the left and right driver to your actual source device in terms of your phone. In this case, the TWS1 have aptX support, Bluetooth 5.0, and a pretty good battery life at around 8 hours per bud. So that's pretty impressive given that their price range they come at. And if you're really looking to cut the cord, you should consider the TWS1. So there we have it, guys. That's been my favorite cheap headphones and earphones you can currently buy. If you got any questions or indeed own any of these earphones or headphones, do let me know in the comments below. I'll be very much intrigued to hear your thoughts. Of course, to help the channel grow, subscribe, favorite and share, like the video. It's always greatly appreciated. And of course, do stay healthy and safe. Alright guys, I've been TotallyDubbed. Take care and bye bye.